that's cool for the guys to watch.
I mean, since you talking My Hero,
My Hero
excluding
Academia.
Excluding
Deku,
top 3 quirks or characters in this show.
for you or for me?
For you. Or well, 5, because there's some fire people in there. 5.
I gotta get deep in my Duffy for this one. All right, so recency bias, the copy man from Class 1B, sicko.
Monoma.
That's
you talking to dude that copies the quirks or the eccentric dude.
Yeah,
Monoma.
and he's very villainous in a way, but not. I like his character. He's pretty cool to me, and I think it's pretty dope that he can copy quirks. I feel like a cheat code would be All for One.
Well, if you can't include Deku, you can't have All for One.
I'm just saying.
So no, All for One is not able to be picked.
All right, All for One isn't able to be picked. I definitely have to go with Todoroki. Nah. Dark Shadow is definitely on my list of quirks.
Okay.
Gotta go with Dark Shadow. What's my guy from the end of season 4, the villain? What's his face?
I'm not gonna tell you his name because that's somebody I want.
Nah, bro, you can't do me dirty like that. You know about Recall Memory Terror? Yeah,
bro.
Overhaul's
crazy.
Sicko, bro. Sicko. Some of the villains in this show is just like absolutely absurd. Like when Deku fought that muscle dude
when they were in the little training camp joint. When he saved the little boy.
Yeah, I would definitely take. I'm terrible with names right now. What's Jesus, man. Help me out. Throw. I need the alley and the slam on this one. Jesus Christ.
I'll give you my 5.
No, what's Todoroki's dad's name right now? It's completely Endeavor's sidekick, who's Hawks. If I could have Hawk's ability and just make my feathers a tad bit stronger, that'd be definitely a quirk that I would run with. And I feel like Stain. Stain is
so you
definitely
got Monoma, Todoroki. Oh no, you said Dark
Shadow.
Hawks
and Stain.
Overhaul and Stain.
That was definitely
that's fire.
That's a tough 5 to kind of like pull out, but
I would probably also go with Stain and Overhaul.
I'm not mad one bit. That's hard. Take those 2 out. And especially because of how dope of villains they are.
Shigaraki is my guy.
That is your guy.
And then I'm probably going to have to say Todoroki and Bakugo. Because
those are both your guys.
Those are both my guys. But Dark Shadow is also my guy, though, because, we got that in common. So I'm going to take off Bakugo. And we want to put Dark Shadow on. Penny for my thoughts, penny for my sweet tooth. Pinching pennies is a art. Come around, you see proof. Mama tell me from the start, be a kid and dream too. Don't you rush to be a dog. Shoulda tear your ass apart. Summer in the shadows, okay.
She is, bro. But, man, you was talking to me earlier, and you said you wanted to tell me something about Yu-Gi-Oh! And somebody was like slandering Yu-Gi-Oh on the net.
Nah, it wasn't that they were slandering it. It was they put a picture up of a deck build, and it was like Swords of the Revealing, like Ash Blossom and Penguin Soldier, and I'm just like
what format
are you playing? Like what are you playing with?
Yeah, man, fuck zombie decks across the world.
My zombie decks. To the people who don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh still that shit.
Yeah, man,
I play a zombie deck pretty exclusively.
That's how we've been getting through the quarantine. All of a sudden, we went on a Yu-Gi-Oh binge. Yeah. I definitely went off the deep end. I will say that he did not, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I bought some cards. I mean, all of those are mine.
Bought all of them.
He got like 17 of them. Though.
I had. Why you out? I haven't even peeped the cards was on the table.
Yeah, bro, he got like that.
Man, why were you talking about the table? Give him a little something about the set change, bro. Talk about it.
Up the comics a little bit. We got some new pops. We talked about My Hero. We got All Might Deku. Oh yeah, we got Dead Man Logan, which I bought recently. That was pretty freaking good.
Phenomenal. Second half was crazy. It was pure gas in that second half.
That second half, yeah, bro. If y'all haven't read Dead Man Logan, you definitely should. It's only like 12 books, I think it is. Mm-hmm. Real quick story. Obviously, Logan dies. It's kind of in the title. But it's a really cool story that has like Mysterio and Kid Hawk and some other characters in it. It's really dope. Y'all should check that out. And Black Panther, the Ta-Nehisi Coates one, it's pretty good. Really Dora Milaje focused. And then that X-Men Hellfire Club, because Sebastian Shaw is my guy.
Your guy, man. Your guy. So, you see, we got on episode 2, we got a whole new set. We got a whole new vibes for you guys. We're going to run down a couple different things and get excited because we got the track list coming for you today.
Yeah, man. Just finished putting out Lie to Me this past Thursday. Put out Lie to Me this past Thursday.
Yeah. And that's going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, like I told y'all, that second verse was absolutely gas, murder, and man, can I give a shout out to Smooth right now? I know I just said it.
That?
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Man,
you
shout
said
out
once
Smooth.
every episode per
podcast.
I did. You know what I mean?
That's my one drop for Smooth. And yo, he wrote CMC.
The wide out, so he really.
You gonna have to pay me for
ball.
2 positions.
Yeah, that Christian McCaffrey. He had the 1,000 yards receiving, 1,000 yards rushing. He got paid like a receiver and a running back. So when she see MC, she gonna pay me for 2 positions. Shorty ran up on me, split her legs wide out. I'm about to
slide out. And then he brought man. Yeah, man. I hope y'all really enjoying that as much as I do.
Yeah.
And I see you sharing it. I see the likes and the love on it so far. So I feel like it's definitely that.
Always appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You wanna slide into the track list?
Track list for sure, man.
How you wanna start? How you wanna get this
in a couple days? So I wanted to give y'all the track list like this. Talk to you about it a little bit.
Wow.
So we got
Time's flying.
12 songs. Yeah, it is flying.
I remember when this
was
just like
having fun.
I remember when this was just like a little idea.
Yeah.
In a whole new house. In a whole different house, not new house. It was just a title.
Yeah. Summer in the Shadows.
Bro, I'm really proud of you, bro.
Appreciate that.
Bro, you put 30 in the demos.
I mean, and that was in the demos. I had a lot more.
Demos, yeah. But my bad.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So we gonna start. How much I got in the clip, but I have a lot.
Hey,
you knew, especially this post. We ain't gonna get into that.
You got the chopper, bro.
But I mean, we got 12 joints on here. Start off with a record called Price of Admission. One joint that when we both heard it, I think separately we knew it was going to be the intro, because we weren't. I told him I didn't want to talk to him about the track list like early on or whatever. Because I wanted you to formulate a track list and me formulate a track list, and Rob also helped with formulating the track list of his own. Shout out to Rob. Price of Admission was one I think we both knew just off the sound of it. It has, for what Summer in the Shadows is supposed to be and feel like, it particularly, which is represented in the cover, when it has a set design kind of feel, because I was feeling like I wasn't in control of my life. I was just reenacting some sort of play or script or something. Yeah, I was a character. And Price of Admission has a sound that feels like the beginning of a performance or something like that, like festively, carnival-y, I'm making wordsy sound.
It's very this is the first thing.
Yeah.
Vibe. Like you walk in and this is no concept, just vibes.
No concept, just vibes. And yeah, man, there's some real interesting flows on that. So I'm really excited for people to hear that, because I like the way that I opened it up with the scheme, and I know you really like the second verse on that.
Yeah, man. That's gonna go down legendary.
Yeah. You gotta speak that into existence.
I am going to, bro. I am, bro. You know, I'm big on manifestation, and I'm big on making sure that we say positive things. So yeah, I'm definitely that's gonna go down as legendary.
Yeah.
You want to move into the next one? You got anything else you want to share about Price of Admission?
Nah, bro. Did I say the producer?
No, you did
produced
not.
by Batman.
Batman.
I did a joint on Rage last year. It was Faceless, which was one of the joints that I think I wrote, or one of my favorite raps that I wrote, at least in the past year and half or so. But yeah,
go stream Rage.
He smoked that. Is that what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm a little litty. He spanked that beat, I suppose.
No, it is not 2003. Where are you?
No, he really killed the beat though. We got Big Up by. He's produced by the artist. Obviously has Chris Cassius on it, which we talked about a bit last week. Extended version of that, so we don't have to get too in depth with that one. We got a joint called. Yeah, joint number 3 is called Guest Nights with Home Alone in parentheses. Produced by a producer named 18. Is spelled 8EEN, so I'm assuming it's 18, but I'm gonna put that like right here,
somewhere over there.
And yeah, 18.
You throwing up the mirror?
Yeah, the
bro,
mirror.
Don't disrespect me.
Don't
disrespect me. Don't throw up the mirror at me. Wallet Chief.
Shout out to the source. Shout out to the home team, Pike Ambush. Shout out to them. So track number, Guest Nights is a real interesting joint that I don't want to get too in depth on, but fun. Like I remember we had Briscoe up here, and
that's a vibe.
It is a vibe, that's bro. And we playing Madden or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, I ain't want you to say that, but cool.
You can bleep it out.
Definitely bleep it out." So we had number 4, Looking Glass. NK Music is the producer on that. Really makes some real cool, vibey, spacey sounds.
This is definitely
where we will come back to Looking Glass.
You want to come back to that? This is,
but we got Left Right, also produced by 18. Which this is really interesting when you hear Guest Nights and you hear Left Right. And how, like, I don't know. I just wouldn't have assumed that those two producers that producer would have made those 2 records. So I was really impressed by his range on that. I thought that was really dope. Lie to Me, which is out. We talked about that last week. We're going to talk about it today because it's out. Produced by Tilak.
Make sure you keep streaming that.
Yeah,
share
man,
that.
Keep buying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go back to work for the man.
Free me from the man.
Planet Refugee, also by NK Music. We'll come back to that. We got.
Is this another situation where you feel like the producer's songs are kind of sound drastically different?
No, that's actually a situation which we'll get into actually. So there's really in the next 5 songs, there's 2 producers that do the rest of the project. And so with the NK Music ones, Looking Glass and Planet Refugee, since we're here, all of his stuff is actually very similar, even though they're different. I guess lo-fi is the term you want to use, but I don't like lo-fi. Yeah. It's gentrifying, hip hop. It's just hip hop to me. But it has that kind of grungy, dirty, minimalist drum sound. And there's like a lot of ambient stuff like synths and pads and then horns. Like I don't know if they're saxophones or trumpets. I don't know because I don't play brass instruments. Yeah. But both Looking Glass and Planet Refugee had that kind of vibe, and it really allowed me to kind of sit back, relax. Well, not relax, but sit back and just kind of reflect and just let that be what it was. Yeah. Because I remember Will, shout out to Lil Bill. He had asked me, and he probably doesn't remember. He asked me a long time ago if it were going to be stuff on some music like old rhythm and poetry records that I wrote, like on memoirs and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I haven't really sat and done that in a while. I mean, I rap, but I haven't done it.
But
not
on that type of
chill
beat.
Type of,
100%.
So that's kind of like almost a return to that in kind of concept. But there's aside from the producers being the same, there is a link between the 2 of those songs that I'm excited for people to hear. It's not really difficult to figure out. But those are 2 records that I was fighting for, like amongst all 3 of us when we talking about the track list. I'm like, those 2 are going on no matter what. I don't really care what you guys say because it's my album.
Thanks.
Yeah, so then we got Shadow Walker, which you actually named. You came up with the title for that. Yeah. It was just entitled some untitled rapidy shit. Best title wins. That's what I had it titled in my phone.
Sent it to a couple people, and those were some interesting titles.
Yeah, they weren't good. They weren't good. So yeah, he came through with Shadow Walker. So he spelled it without vowels, just like my name, which I thought was a really cool title.
Even more interesting poem that I only read about 4 lines of. I'll be honest. Before I said to you, I'm a real honest guy. Man, so I'll keep it a band.
The whole poem.
Yeah, I just said, yo, this is what I got, and the stanza that I pulled, it was some heat. I sent it to him. He was like, "Have you read the whole thing?" With some heat. And the rest of the poem, honestly, if you go and read that poem, it's
interesting.
Yeah, to say the least, it's pretty peculiar.
It's a longer poem. Like,
it's a
it was literally on the webpage. If you got I have an iMac. It's 21.5 inches. I scrolled down like 3 times and reading that.
It was a long poem. It was definitely longer than If.
Yeah. Definitely longer than If.
For sure.
Yeah, so then after that, Shadow Walker, we got That Nigga, produced by Katapulle, who did No Games off of the Shadow Boxing with 9-7. Shout out to my guy. Again. He mixes everything. He came through and smoked the hook on No Games, and he shouted out his album in the hook on No Games. Like, I wasn't supposed to know that. Talking about, I've been focused on trying to change my name.
We're going to bring this back up. I hope you listen to this smooth. I hope you listen to this smooth.
Break the 4th wall.
Yes, I'm breaking it. I hope you listening. We're going to bring this back up.
When you come on the show, we're going to have him on the show to talk about mixing pretty soon and get his perspective so y'all can hear that. But yeah, that nigga's real chill kind of vibe. I like where it's placed because
it's gonna hit summer.
I really want to feel like that nigga after you hear the kind of 4 or 5 songs that precede it.
Hey man, I think you will, and I can't wait for people to listen to that song in their car.
Oh, buddy, yeah, in the car that's gonna go crazy. Yeah,
and
with some
some libations.
Yeah, let's go with that. Only that drink is water, guys.
That's the PG version.
Yeah. So then after that we got and Katapulle also did the Haters Too Heavy on Rage too. I'm pretty sure
he definitely did.
We got Tell Me, which was produced by Melange. I didn't say the Shadow Walker producer. This is the same guy, Melange or gal. I don't know who actually this person is.
Maybe a they.
Could be. Check them out on YouTube. I'm gonna put it here. Melange. I think is what that says. Can't read my handwriting.
No, I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled.
Yeah, Tell Me was probably the most recent thing that I wrote on the entirety of it.
Yeah,
I think I wrote that in May, April, definitely something in that time.
I would say closer to May than April.
Closer to May than April.
It was a very late entry into.
Yeah, it was very, very, very late. Because there was a specific, when you guys hear the song, you'll know that I'm talking about a woman on this, and there was a specific, I guess, instant or event, that occurred that inspired that particular song. So I'm really excited for you guys to hear that because that's one of those other ones I know we were talking about. Lie to Me, how that sounded different, particularly for what people are used to from me. That's one.
And honestly, do you want to give them a sneaker? Nah, we're gonna let them vibe out to that. I wasn't gonna let them sneak into nothing. It don't matter. It don't matter. All right, next song. Keep going. Bro. We got 2 more joints.
2 more. All right, so we got 7 C's,
which is
Melange.
Crazy. Can we talk about this song?
We can talk about.
Can we talk about 7 C's? That song got one of those lines. Remember, I was telling you got a couple different times where I know you about to take off.
Oh, when I say that's one of them ones.
Or should I rap now?
Should I rap? So when I'm writing that song, I remember I wrote this in at the end of last year, and I'm just sitting on the couch. This is when we lived in a frat house. I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm like, man, I ain't wrote a song in a minute. Let me write a song. I put on the headphones. This is the first beat that I hear when I go on the tube, bro. Which just never happens. It's the first beat I hear, and literally all of the ad-libs that are in that song where I'm just talking, saying really silly shit, are what I typed in my phone as I wrote the song. So it opens up when I'm saying, oh, this is one of them ones. When I was listening to the beat in real time, I felt like that. I was like, oh, yeah, I got one.
This is one of them ones.
So I write the song, and this one is one of those mostly singing songs because it's like a real laid-back thing, and it's called 7 C's for a reason. Yeah. So I'm going to give y'all that little tidbit. But when I get to a space in a beat where it's a little breakdown, I'm like, damn, I thought I wrote the song and was done. And I was like,
you heard the rest of the beat.
Should I rap? No, I didn't even get to it. I was like, I guess I should rap now. And then the beat drops. So I'm like, fuck it. So I go in the studio and I just write the rap and call it a day for real.
Yeah, it was Shadow featuring Shadow on that one for sure.
Yeah, definitely was Shadow featuring Shadow. And then I guess to wrap it up, we got,
hell of a wrap up.
We got Second Son, produced by Tilak, same producer as Lie to Me. This is another one where it's like the 18 situation where it's like, man, you got those 2 beats from that producer.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even that didn't even click until you just said that. Yes, Lie to Me and Second Son are definitely polar opposites. Polar opposites.
And that's one of the things where, and I know that kind of probably sounds scary to people. It's like, yo, these beats are polar opposites.
But it flows.
It's just like the vibes that you get from them are just completely different.
Yeah, and I will also say that we put in some hard work into this track list, and there has honestly probably been 30 drafts of this track list.
Yeah, man. There's some songs that had to hit the chopping floor or cutting board, whatever.
I don't know what you're getting at, but I think he's just trying to say that.
I'm trying to watch MasterChef, bro. Bring that back. Shit.
Hey, that's man. Talking about cooking shows, bro. I can't wait to watch the
Fast Foodies.
Yes, man.
Yo,
Fast Foodies is the joint.
I think it comes on True TV. Where they take
Fast Foodies, get my man Shadow on there, please. Fast Foodies, get my man's on there, please.
Get me on there, Fast Foodies.
Contact at shadowrap.com. We here.
We'll have them remake a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Let's go.
They can make some hotcakes or something, biscuits with gravy or something. I mean, shit.
They gonna remix it into like hamburger crab cakes.
Yeah,
they
bro.
gonna be like
dumplings and shit.
With the aioli.
Nah. fucking chimichurris and all my shit, bro. I don't need all that, bro. Just give me a burger. Second Son is real cool, man. That like we were talking about the vibe of the beats different. I approached it different in terms of the flows that you hear on it. So yeah, that's the track list, man. And just know, man, I'm really excited for Summer in the Shadows coming this Thursday on the 24th. The date's very important to me because it is one of the MRI dates that I had. But I don't want to go too far on that because we running on 31 minutes here. So we're going to wrap this chopping up. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys next week.
Next Tuesday. Holla at your boys. Summer in the Shadows, episode 2.
Yes, sir.
Peace.